Join me as I dive into the life of Joan of Arc and challenge myself to uncover what truly made her a heroine. Joan of Arc, a name that echoes through history as a symbol of courage and determination. But what made this young woman from a small village in France a heroine in both her time and today? To understand her story, we need to look at the challenges she faced. Growing up in the early 15th century, Joan was surrounded by the chaos of the 100 Years' War, a conflict that had been ravaging France for over 80 years. Women during this time were expected to stay at home, manage households, and raise children. The idea of a woman leading armies into battle was unthinkable. Yet Joan felt an overwhelming sense of duty to her country and her faith. The societal expectations for women were not the only challenge Joan faced. The political landscape of France was volatile, with different factions vying for power. Her own family struggled with poverty and the fear of being caught in the crossfire of war. Despite these obstacles, Joan reported hearing visions and receiving messages from God, which she believed were instructions to drive the English out of France. These visions and messages played a crucial role in Joan's actions, guiding her through some of the darkest moments of her life. However, they also brought her face to face with doubt and fear. Can you imagine being told by voices in your head to undertake a mission as perilous as leading an army? It's a testament to her strength and conviction that she did not let fear overcome her. Joan's journey to becoming a heroine began in her hometown of Domremy, where she grew up listening to stories of French heroes and saints. Her visions, which she believed were sent by God, Saint Catherine, and Saint Margaret, urged her to take up arms and free France from English rule. In 1429, driven by her faith and visions, Joan traveled to the city of Vaucouleurs to petition Robert de Baudricourt, the garrison commander, for an escort to take her to the French court at Chinon. Her determination and conviction eventually won over the hearts and minds of those around her, including Charles VII, the King of France. He allowed her to lead a small army to the siege of Orleans, which had been under English attack for over a year. The victories that followed, including the lifting of the siege, propelled Joan to national prominence. The turning point in the 100 Years' War came when Joan led the charge in the Battle of Patay. Her bravery and strategic thinking resulted in a significant victory for the French, making her a symbol of hope for a nation weary of war. However, her leadership and bravery came at a cost. She was eventually captured by the English and put on trial for heresy. The trial was a sham with the outcome predetermined. Despite her courage, Joan was eventually convicted and sentenced to death. Her execution by burning at the stake in 1431 was a tragic end to a life that had inspired so many. Yet, even in death, Joan of Arc became a legend, a heroine whose impact on history would only continue to grow. Joan of Arc's actions and legacy are what cement her status as a heroine. She challenged the norms of her time, showing that women could be leaders and that faith and conviction could move mountains. Her impact on history extends beyond her military victories. She changed the way women were seen in society and paved the way for future generations. So, what do you think made Joan of Arc a heroine? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more stories of historical figures who defied the odds, check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.